Even though you may think this is false, it is 100% true. All human beings have the exact same emotional levers. They have the same switches which you can trigger in a certain way. Now I'm going to share with you 3 of the most powerful ones, but I'm warning you, be cautious. Now, where did I get these from? I got these 3 emotional triggers from this book. It's called Influence. Now, honestly, I recommend this book entirely because there's so much pure value, but I know reading is boring and I'm gonna give it to you in a little quick 4 or 5 minute video. Now the author actually has a PhD in behavioral psychology, and he actually infiltrated loads of places where psychology and manipulation is used, like salesmen, leading marketing agencies, etc., and he analyzed what exactly they were doing, and he came up with that book. Number 1 is scarcity. Now, I know you've heard this before, but I'm going to take it to a whole nother level. Obviously, when you say there's a limited supply of something, the value and desire of it goes up. But there's something much more powerful than that. You can hint that they have it right now and that it could be taken away from them. There was a test done with children and cookies. Some children were given a full jar of cookies, other children were given a smaller jar of cookies, and then other children were given a full jar and they instantly took it away and then gave them another jar with like 2 or 3 cookies left. What they found is that obviously the kids who received the jar with less cookies to begin with thought the cookies tasted better, right? But what's more interesting is that the children who were initially given a large jar of cookies, but then swapped it out with a smaller jar of cookies, they thought the flavor of the cookies was the best. They were the same cookies. Now, how can you use this information? As another example, there was a famous divorce lawyer who came to the author and told her about the problem. And the divorce lawyer would usually say, all you have to do is sign here and we have a deal. And the author, Robert Cialdini, he said, instead of saying that, rephrase it like this: we have a deal, all you have to do is sign it. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a big difference, and it isn't, to be completely honest, but the reason this works is because it frames the idea that they already have a deal and it can be taken away from them, which made the partners sign the contract much better. Now, you can do this in your own life. Frame whatever you're selling or whatever you're showing other people that they already have it, that it could be taken away from them. This works that even if they don't have it yet. Number 2 is similarity in social proof. Now imagine this, you're on the side of a cliff, right? And you see like 10 people just jumping off it and they say, yo, come on, bro, jump with us. Now you are probably likely to jump because obviously you can see that there's 10 other people jumping, and yeah, everyone knows about the theory of social proof. But imagine this scenario: 10 of your friends from your own school, which you see every day, are jumping off the cliff, and they tell you to jump with them. You are much more likely to listen to your friends because they are your friends, you know, that they're similar people to you. Now, whenever you're selling something or you want to create a desire for something, you need to frame it not only that there's social proof that other people are doing it or buying it or whatever it is, but number 2 is that similar people are doing it. Use words that your target avatar uses, or describe the social proof as people that are similar to the person you're selling to. For example, if you're speaking to a real estate agent, start using their terminology. You know, the GCI, the commissions, the seller leads, buyer leads, appointments. That's just a very, very simple example, but you get what I mean. Use their language, use their jargon, describe their friends. This is extremely, extremely powerful. And number 3 is giving them a reason. And let's say I'm actually in front of you right now. We're having a conversation and I randomly tell you, bro, take off your shirt right now. Take off your shirt right now. Take it off. You're going to look at me like, why the fuck do you want me to take my shirt off? But then imagine the second scenario. Bro, take off your shirt, take off your shirt. There's a spider. There's a really, really poisonous spider right about to get onto your skin. Where? You're much more likely to take off your shirt the second time because they gave you a valid reason. When asking someone to do something, always give them a reason. Now, what's crazy about this principle is it doesn't actually have to be a valid reason. For example, there was this test, actually, again, from this book, where people would infiltrate like massive queues or massive lines, and they would literally say, hey, do you mind if I just step in front of you just because I'm in like a really, really quick rush? And they'd be like, yeah, sure, step in front. Then there's a valid reason. But then they said there were people waiting in line to get printed, to print stuff. And this is what they said. Hey, do you mind if I just go in front of you? I've got 5 things to print. Yeah, sure, no worries. I don't know the exact figures, but it was something like 93% of the people allowed them to cut in line because they gave a reason. Even if the reason is so dull and so stupid, because everyone else there was there to print things, you know? Very powerful technique. Now the things I've just told you right now are not even 2% of what I've learned. And I'm not even 50% of the way through the book. Now, I can tell you obviously to buy the book and listen to it, but what I am going to do is I'm going to be giving you every single step from this book into video format, which is much more engaging. So subscribe to that red button and I'll literally give you the secrets away for free. But to finish this off, do not use these techniques in a maleficent or manipulative way. I'm telling you these so you can defend yourself and you can be aware of other people using them on you. And also so you can help people make the right choice. If you're selling something or you have an offer that can genuinely help the other person but they don't know it, you can use these to ensure that their lives are improved. Until next time, my friend.